Hey guys, welcome to my new episode of my live streams. Um, my name is Victor and I'm a 3D artist for those who do not know me. So yeah, welcome to my channel, welcome to my live streams. I'm always like try to do different things. Today I want to create this Minotaurus made by, let me watch. I didn't know um, the name of the creator of this artwork is in the description. So if you want to watch his work, please visit his art station. And yeah, let's begin. I had some issues with my webcam. Let me watch the settings. Uh, so yeah, I hope this will work. Yeah, I have some like lagging in performance. I don't know why. Something is not working here. Yeah, I think I need a new tablet. Now it's working. Okay, a nice restart and everything is fixed. Great. Let's start with creating a base head, like always. And I slice this lower jaw into two pieces. So something is wrong with my computer, so sorry if I'm clicking sometimes. Sometimes my keyboard is not working, so something is wrong here. Let me see. Auto group and group and this. And yeah, what's new? What's going on in my world, and please let me know what's going on in your world. So in mine is I'm new to Cara. Maybe you already saw my post. Yeah, it's actually not a huge thing. I think it's a little bit overhyped. I mean, of course, it's a new thing, but in the end, it's still a new platform. It's just a new platform for posting stuff. So don't think that you like just because you are on a new platform, you will be noticed or so. You're still have to apply to. I mean, on this platform, there are just artists. So if you are watching for a studio work or whatever, I recommend to apply the old-fashioned way for your work. And yeah, we will see what happens with this new platform. I think this same thing will happen like with Instagram or whatever. Some bigger company will buy it and yeah, sell your art like with Instagram. So the same thing happens over and over. So don't think that when you are on Cara now that your stuff is more safe. Because for everyone who is not who doesn't know what I mean, there is a new platform for artists where you can share your stuff. And it's like, I think the main feature on Cara is that it's protecting your posts from AI. I think it's the main reason or main function on this new platform. But like I said, in the end, it will be like, I think it there will be a leak or whatever where I mean, I don't want to be pessimistic or so, but I think someone was asking me about like, hey, is it really that good? And I told like, actually, it's the same thing. Like the other ones. So yeah, please tell me or please share your experience with Cara with me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just don't get it. Maybe I'm too old to switch platforms. I think most people are like want to protect their art, and it's absolutely normal, and it's absolutely yeah, like I want to protect my stuff as well. But I think this will not happen because just because we are switching the platform, because yeah, like I told, it will be bought off like bought by a major company, and It's just because they are just collecting users right now, and it will be bought by a major studio or major company someday. Uh, oh, I forgot again about this key overlay. There. But if you want to follow me on Cara, you're absolutely welcome. You find the link to my profile in the description. I have to activate my new PC. I got a new PC, a new computer, but I still didn't like. I'm still not using it because uh, I'm too busy to activate the new one. I mean to use it. Oh, we have our first comment. Um, Sharp, love your work. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here, and thank you for watching. And yeah, like always, if you have any question, you are welcome to ask. And yeah, this Cara platform is, like I said, it's uh, promising that it will protect your creations from AI. And yeah, like I said, we will see what if they can hold up the promises. And of course, you can let me know if you already have some experiences in using Cara and maybe want to share, like if you like it or not. I mean, it's better. I think it's better than Instagram because you can you can build a portfolio there, like on Instagram. But what I'm missing is like on Instagram, you cannot um, change posts. Like my portfolio is changing over and over. I'm working on it, for example, and I want to change the images and not post every time a new image. So maybe there is a way, but I didn't find a way to change the image and posting. Um, do you think modelers will lose their jobs because of AI? Good question, because I saw a video of an AI which was showing you are creating like basic forms. Uh, you are drawing basic forms in 3D, and it's building like and you can change the lighting and perspective, and the AI is changing your, I mean, it's generating actually, uh, yeah, how it's called, the images based on the creation you are making. I mean, like basic stuff like here can be turned into renderings like this one, okay, with materials and this stuff. Um, of course, it's like it's a huge thing, but I think in the near future it will be not able to create um, models like for games or so. I think for this you still have to have humans build this stuff. Of course, I can be wrong, and maybe there will be a time like we do not care if our, like, let's say we are we are doing a game, and like I told on some streams already that I think the reality will be like this. You're sitting in front of your PlayStation, whatever, 10, and you are typing in like, hey, I want to play Zelda, but with these creatures or whatever. And we do not care if this creature has 2 horns or 3 or 4, whatever. So there will be not a like design process behind it, but it will be like created by AI. Like when I do not care if this demon here has glowing eyes or whatever, I do not need a design actually for this process. And when I, as a player, can get like a game like this without or as a studio, when I can get a game like this, when I have an audience which is not caring about if there is a design behind it, I won't just slash these demons, okay, like in Diablo or whatever. I do not care if he has a beard or like, I don't know. Then I think it is possible that AI will take over because people do not care if it's designed by a human being or whatever. I think this can happen, and of course, if the workflow is changing, like if the computers are getting more strong or stronger and can like deal with bigger polycons or so, then and this is actually already there because like the Unreal Engine is already working like this. I mean, the PCs are not ready for this technology, but I mean, you can like use a high poly model like this for a game, and the AI can create this artwork into a 3D model, like a high poly model. And when you do not need to reduce the poly count, then the whole process of creating games will change actually. And of course, this means for artists, game artists, that they do not need to create low poly stuff. And this can be actually a good thing for us humans, because creating low poly stuff is annoying. I mean, low poly characters is annoying for some people, and some are not enjoying this process. And yeah, like for technical artists, it's they can lose their job because yeah, like I said, maybe PCs will be ready for like using high poly stuff for games. And that means that this AI can create, of course, high poly models. Doesn't care how it actually looks, or if there is a design behind. And yeah, I think this will happen someday. But it's actually, without AI, it will be happening anyway. So it's not the fault of AI. Like this process of creating games changes over and over. I mean, 20 years ago or 30 years ago, games looked completely different, and the process of creating games was completely different than nowadays. So this process is changing anyway. So it doesn't have to do with AI or not. So not just AI is changing the creation process. Humans actually change the this process anyway. But I don't want to protect like AI, of course. Of course, many things are going wrong with this, and yeah, it will be actually a challenging time for us humans in general. I mean, not just artists, for humans in general. But we have to deal with changing stuff anyway, like environment is changing, weather is changing, and I mean, through pollution and this stuff, life is changing anyway, so we cannot save our reality, which is happening right now for the next, I don't know, 100 years. So yeah, like I said, we have to change anyway, with or without AI. And don't think that when you learn a program, this is why I always tell my students, do not just learn programs. Do not ask for, hey, is it enough like for me to learn Blender, or should I learn ZBrush? Actually, it doesn't matter what you learn, because I tell my students always like learn to be an artist first, not program, not ZBrush, not I don't know what. Learn to be an artist first. Yeah, I thought I hope this answers your question. Um, ONR Onimi is asking if this is harder to do than my previous live streams. And actually, I think, well, let me see. Actually, I don't think that it's harder to do because the process is actually the same. The only thing it's harder is like there is more detail. But I think on this dragon I was creating last time, there was also very much detail. I didn't do the details on live on stream, but I was working further on this dragon, and I want to finish it for my portfolio. And yeah, I think it's not really hard. I mean, the basic stuff here is already done actually, and the next steps are just filling it with detail. So maybe it seems like it is harder to do, but I think it's not. I mean, sometimes you are like asking yourself, okay, how should I do these scales? What kind of style do I use here? Or yeah, questions like this come up, of course. So you're asking yourself how to do stuff, but actually, I mean, what kind of art style do you use here? Of course, it's stylized, like with mostly you see the stylization level on the hair, because it's built like the hair is built from my keyboard is not working properly. I had this issue the last week or so. Let me see. I have my new computer and I have the switch for my keyboard and mouse between the two computers. And sometimes it's not working properly. Um, yeah, like I said, the amount of stylization is, or the stylization type is delivered by this artwork. And you're deciding actually, like pulling out. And usually I'm using not I'm not sculpting hair from one piece. It's like a design thing. I'm usually I'm creating hair like from tubes like this. Okay. But here I want to create some kind of landmark or some kind of volume for the hair first. And let's see. What is actually, yeah, needed for this character. Like I'm placing just some volume or some strokes here and there, and I will create this, of course, from tubes, but it's like uh, like a volume, which is helping me to define the amount of hair I need later. Yeah, the AI is not able to create creativity. It's right. You are right. But if you have an audience which is not expecting like art or creativity, some people are not expecting you to be creative. Some people are expecting just like content, just consuming stuff. And when you have an audience like this, like TikTok audience, typical TikTok audience, there is no like uh value behind most of TikTok stuff. Even on YouTube, okay, there is no value behind most of these posts. I try to give you value here, of course. I'm not like promising a quick result or whatever. I'm always honest with you guys. This is a process, and not everybody is able to do to be an artist or whatever. Um, and I'm not after being like how it's called, super entertaining. Um, yeah, but many people are happy when they get just something entertaining and then they are happy with it. And the same thing I think will happen with like when you get a, like I said, when you get a game from created by AI, most people are cannot tell the difference between AI generated stuff and even I have sometimes problems with identifying AI stuff and non-AI stuff. Yeah, like I said, most people are not able to identify the difference. And actually, when you, as an audience, when you get a game for, yeah, actually cheap money, then you actually do not care if there is design or art behind it or I don't know what. The same thing we see with movies nowadays. I think like watch watch movies from the 80s and 90s, and even if these are just simple blockbuster movies, they have yeah, a lot of creativity behind them, and they tell and something new, and they try to give us something like a like I don't know how it's called, like some value, okay? Some they want to teach us something, maybe, or not teaching, but I'm missing the words, but I hope you get what I mean. Just watch them and you will see it. Like I saw these Marvel movies from like these the latest Marvel movies, and I didn't know why I'm watching these actually, because they are so boring and they are not giving anything, any value actually. They are just showing like, oh, Iron Man is doing this and this, and um, or oh, Spider-Man has stolen the shield of Captain America and this stuff. But actually, I don't care about these things, which were like more interesting would be like seeing seeing new stuff which is not yeah, I'm missing the words. I'm sorry if I cannot describe it like a pro. I'm missing the words to describe what I mean, but I hope you get what I mean. And the same thing, like I said, the same thing will happen with game development as well. So when you have an audience which is not caring about art and creativity and this stuff and just want content easy and cheap, then this thing with AI will happen and we cannot do anything about it. Mhm. Yeah, or an Onimi is telling that such details, we were talking about the details here, and such details are, yeah, you're telling like it's intimidating. I actually don't know what this means. Let me translate. But I think you mean it's not easy for a beginner. And yes, actually, it's detailing is actually just more work. Okay, you have to spend a lot of time on these details. The basic volume, like here, I mean, it's actually actually usable as a design. Okay, as a basic design. So the volume is there, you have some expression there, and the rest is actually detailing. So I would recommend to a beginner, do not spend too much time on characters like this. I mean detailing stuff like this because yeah, it takes a lot of time and you should spend more time with getting the basics right. This is what a beginner actually has to focus on more like on more basic stuff. When we are talking about movies, yesterday I saw this Predator movie, Prey, this new one. And yeah, actually, even if I enjoyed it, it was not bad, not a bad movie. But I didn't get the like connection or the yeah, it's of course there is no connection between the movies, but actually the style or the overall feeling of Predator is was not visible actually, which was a little bit. Yeah, it's I would love to have a movie like when a second movie is even better than the first one. And yeah, like I said, it was not a bad movie. We had some bad movies in this universe, in this Predator universe, but it was not a good movie either. And where I was asking myself, why do we need a new Predator movie? Maybe you should create a completely new IP. Maybe this would help, like with I mean, movies are people are going less and less to into movie theaters because they get the same thing over and over, like always like the next 20th Predator movie or Alien movie or whatever. I love Alien, but I don't need any Alien movies anymore. Never. I want new Alien movies, or I mean new, but different kind of aliens. Because actually there is not that much what can be told in this universe, in this alien universe. I mean, there is not this much interesting things in this universe. And the only interesting thing they are telling is the same thing what I wanted to tell you with Spider-Man. It's just, oh, here is happening this and this. Oh, like memo berries or whatever they are called. Like, oh, can you remember when Spider-Man uh, got his shield from Captain America? Oh, this was a like I don't care about these details when the movie itself is actually boring. This is detailing. Okay, this is the same thing like here. When the like whole structure is not there, then you can create details over and over, and it's like actually not changing that much, and it's not getting it's getting more and more boring actually. So be careful. I mean, not be careful. Be aware of creating basics first. Basic volume should be correct or some kind of right, not the details. Like I told, something is wrong with my. Let me restart the tablets. I think I need a new one because it's getting too much pressure over there. like this. So the horns are part of the eyebrows. I have to place them actually over the eyebrows there. Pressure is on. I don't know why pressure is too much here. I mean the tablet pen pressure. Okay, there are some comments. Let me read. The Vukic is asking for. I hope I got your name right, Vukic. I think it's pronounced. How do you get the? How do you can display your keyboard on the stream? Yes, it's a. It's not a plugin for OBS. It's like an overlay which you are getting like it's actually a program, this one, and you are displaying this program over as an overlay. The program is called Noboard. So when you watch for a tutorial of Noboard OBS, maybe you get the tutorial I was using, and I think I posted the tutorial I was using for this. I posted it last time, I think. So please have a look at the at my latest streams. The eyes can be a little bit smaller. On the local axis, like this. So God and King Wolfman are in the chat. Let me read. King Wolfman is asking if I have a Discord server where you can share your knowledge. I don't have a I don't have a Discord server. Actually, I have no idea how it works. This is the simple. I mean, I already did one server, but actually, I didn't know if I have to like keep an eye on it and this stuff. And because I have not enough time to track it, like to keep an eye on it and this stuff, I don't have one. Maybe I will create one when there are like a lot of users willing it. And maybe when I have like I don't know, let me see, I have 15K followers right now. When I have, let's say, 25K followers or 30K, then I mean double as now. Then maybe it's worth it. But right now I have no time to keep an eye to track the like activity on this uh, channels. I mean on the Discord channel. I know other streamers have Discord for their followers, but actually I have no idea what's going on in these channels. I mean, why they have one? Yeah, but right now I'm not planning having one. Mhm. Um, Finally, I catch up your live stream. I try to stream on Mondays and Thursdays. Yes. Um, So for the next time, I try to have a live stream next Monday. You're welcome to join. And yeah, getting the right shape of the horns is not easy because they are curved. Like they have these typical edges here. Typical like for when you create a demon or so, or a dragon. Doesn't have to be absolutely perfect because yeah, it's a horns are not growing perfectly. But you should keep an eye on the curvature, if this makes sense. I mean, like here, okay, it's um, pretty bumpy here. Mhm. Yeah, do your job. Uh, Thank you for watching, but do your job first. So I don't want you to miss something on your job actually. So yeah, focus on your job, and of course you can watch my streams as VODs. And I want to duplicate this and ZBrush. Fred Marquis, thank you. There are many techniques to create horns and this stuff. You can create it like in ZBrush or how it's called, no, a VMD or so. Here I do it by hand. I'm not happy with these details here. Something like this, I always place some details to have a feeling for this character. I wouldn't like to finish it completely because it takes a lot of time to create it. I mean, to complete it. But just for as a feeling for the details I need, I place some of these details here. Um, Violet Evergarden, thank you very much. I hope you mean my art. So I'm placing the hair by hand. I I don't know why uh I like it more to do it by hand than with uh yeah, brushes or specific brushes which are like made for this hair creation because they are giving actually too much noise and too much structure already. But of course, it takes a lot of time to create a full beard by hand. So of course you can use uh, brushes for as a starting point, and then tweak here and there. So it's up to you how you do it. And yeah, I was talking about Cara, about this Cara app. I joined it, so you're welcome to join me there and follow me there. Um, and yeah, it's actually yeah, like a new thing, and we will see how it will develop. I mean, this app. But you are welcome to follow me there as well. Like I'm not I'm not that guy who is following every trend like TikTok. I am on TikTok, but actually I don't get it. Why I should switch from YouTube to TikTok. I mean, I do live streams and I do produce like I'm always planning to produce some value. So I think the usual TikTok viewer will not see my content and say like, oh, this has a lot of value, because I think the platform is not for tutorials or so. Okay, and now when I have a like base for the hair, I can duplicate them. all of these. Auto group and yeah, create more. And this is actually how you create, or how I create hair. Because I have, or I want to have, as much control as I can over my creation. This is why I'm doing it by hand. Mhm. Kaftar is Kaftar Berili. Um, Thank you very much. I really appreciate your comments, and this, like I told last time, this is actually a huge, maybe it's not like, maybe you do not see it, or you do not know it maybe, but it's a huge motivation boost if when audience, when people are telling you like, hey, I like your work. This is a huge motivation boost. It looks like not much, but trust me, it's really really cool to hear feedback that someone likes what you do. Of course, there is critical feedback as well. So some people tell like, oh, you shouldn't do this or this, and I try to hear it. Like with AI, I was using AI generated images for my videos, and someone was telling like, oh, you shouldn't use it of because of this and this. And I was like, oh yeah, you are right. Actually, it's not a good thing. It's not a good idea. Um, and like critiques or feedback like this are absolutely welcome. Some creators are not aware of like they are doing something wrong or so. But yeah, thank you for your comments, and thank you for likes and subscriptions. This is another thing which is pretty cool. I'm gaining more and more subscribers, and this is a huge motivation as well. I have a question. Violet is asking, I'm already making a character in Maya and cropping UVs. Um, you want to bring your character from Maya to ZBrush to create more details. And yes, of course, it's possible. Just export it as FBX in Maya and import your model. You can import it like here on this import button. It's not a huge thing. You just import it and rework or add some details, and then you can for baking you can decimate it down. I mean, so there are less polygons, and then you can bake it. I hope this short answer is answering your question. And yes, of course, duplicity is telling that you will have to do a retopo on this character you are doing. Yes, that's right. Something like this. Delete hidden and oh, by the way, I think I was telling last time that the Damien standard brush is not working properly on some like thin areas, and I think I found the solution. So when you are interested, I think it was. Mm, oh yes, here on samples, fast sampling, I switched off this fast sampling on Damien standard because I think it's the solution. When I draw without fast sampling, I can draw like on thin areas like this, with no problems, but when I want, yeah, here it works. Let me watch. On some areas it was not working properly, and I think it was this button. I switched it off. I mean, it doesn't do anything actually for my brush, but yeah, I think it works better now. I mean, it still has some issues here on the tip, but in general, works a little bit better. So maybe if you have any issues with daemon standard, maybe this helps you. Um, Violet is asking, I think you mean the poly count of game characters, and actually more and more games are using a pretty high poly count, like Fortnite, for example. This is a game where you wouldn't expect a huge poly count for the characters, but they are using, yeah, a fairly big amount of polygons. So when you're creating characters like for Dark Souls or Fortnite or so, actually you can use pretty much a pretty huge number of polygons. I cannot tell you how much. I don't know the numbers, but I mean, I don't know the exact numbers. And of course, it depends on the character itself. So if it's the main character or the hero character, or is it a not NPC or uh, so sometimes you have to watch for polygons. When you want to apply, for example, for a job in the studio, you have to watch what kind of polygons they use and create your characters with these polygons. I actually enjoy creating stylized characters more and more. I was earlier I was creating more realistic characters, but I got a feedback from a game designer who was telling me like, "Hey, why don't you try to create more stylized characters?" And since then, I create more stylized characters, and I pretty much enjoy it actually. So uh, I enjoy the process of creating stylized characters more because, yeah, you are actually more expressive, more free in your creation. The characters are expressing a little bit more. I mean, like this one case, it's not realistic. Okay, so it's expressing a lot more than a realistic character. For example, like, I don't know, for GTA, the characters are not expressing too much. And yeah, on this Cara app, if you if you are following me, please do me a favor and repost my. I mean, there is a function where you can repost posts of your. I mean, of people you are following, and this helps me. Maybe this helps me on the platform as well. So maybe I can draw some attention from Cara to YouTube or so. Yes, you are right. Poly count doesn't matter too much anymore, and like I said, in the future it will be even less important. And I think in the future the um, taking workflow will be a relict from the past. Of course, there is like it's not enough hair here. You would need to fill it up completely. But for a like feeling, here it's good enough. yeah, like I said, you have to fill it up here and there. I will not fill it or uh, do it completely. Let me watch. I already did um, teeth creation last time, so I will just load this character here because I like his teeth. Uh, um, Uh, so Violet, does your university not teach like the full process and yeah, like low poly stuff? Because actually it's when you're going to a game game artist school, then actually you should learn this, the full process, I mean. Rick Silva. Yes. I told in my feedback, for you, Rick, I told in my feedback, I was creating in my feedback like this kind of beard, and it's okay for like it depends, of course, what kind of character are you working on. For example, when you're doing like a Overwatch character, then I think I would use more of a technique like this. But when you are working on a more like let's say mobile game title or mobile character, then you can use this technique as well. So because you are watching actually a mobile character like this distance, okay, and you will not tell like the difference between this and this, okay, because it's very, very tiny on the screen. So it depends, of course, what kind of type of character are you working on. But you are welcome to create it like this. Like I said, I like to create it by hand. I'm not. Actually I do have some brushes which are creating like strokes like similar to these ones. But I'm not using it too much because I want to control and some kind of variation here and there, okay, in the flow. That's why I'm more using these, uh, yeah, this technique here. And like I said, it's not a like technique which is like secret or so. Um, it's actually basic type of sculpting. But you are welcome to create it like this and show me for your next feedback. Okay, I got it, Violet. Yes, it's true because yeah, these schools are very tight on time, because you need actually a lot of stuff to cover in a short amount of time, like in school teaching. That's why many schools cannot teach like everything. They are mostly they are telling like you have to learn it on your own by trying out. Yeah, but if your school is not teaching it at all, it's a shame, because actually this knowledge, I mean these techniques or this retopo stuff and baking and this stuff is already pretty standard. Without baking and this stuff, you do not need to apply to a job when you have no idea how it works. But actually, for a job, techniques are not everything. Like, I would prefer to work with someone who is able to create a decent character. I mean, with expression and this stuff. And techniques, I think techniques are overrated sometimes. They You can learn it actually in, I don't know, in a short amount of time. You can learn techniques. You can learn software in a short amount of time, and baking and this stuff, you can learn it actually. It's not magic or so. I think I think many studios are taking technique too serious and watching too little on real talent. Like, if this person is really passionate about, or not passionate, but uh, really wants to work. Great. I think like the the base is pretty good. We have everything we need for this character to like represent the emotion and expression. Don't forget to save your files, of course. Recently, I was doing this dragon detailing into stuff, and ZBrush was destroying my progress. I mean, uh, I lost some, how it's called. Yeah, I lost a file, and I had to redo some sculpting again. Demon. or Minotaurus or whatever. Um, Rick is asking if he can do for his project. I summarized the project a little bit. So he is working on a Viking character, and I told him it was already a post and this stuff, and I really liked it, and I told him to create a low poly version from this for his portfolio, because I told him to work on his portfolio. He wants to apply for a job, and he is asking if he, or we discussed about the beard, and he is asking if he can create it like this. I mean, I think you mean because it's really detailed, like with many pieces. Or should he create it like this in one piece so it's easier to bake? So yeah, like I told, it depends, of course, what you want to do. And let me just find a reference. I tend to go. Let me watch for some references. I tend to go with my teaching when we are going towards like stylized characters. I am always going for like an Overwatch look and design, because this is like, to my opinion, most studios are watching towards Overwatch what they are doing, and they repeat the process in stylization. And for example, we have this character here. Or we take this one and have a look here how it's made. Or this. Okay, these of course these are not like low poly versions, but let's see if we find a game model from this. Actually, I wanted to have this image here. Let's have a look at this one. I make a screenshot here. All right, there. Let's just analyze this. I mean, actually, you see it right away. First thing is it's really reduced, or the details are reduced to a small amount. Like, first thing, the beard is is made from bigger chunks like these. Okay, and this is what I told you already on Patreon, to analyze references and like count how many pieces they are using. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever. Okay, count these pieces they are using, and I told you already on Patreon that I'm tending to use more bigger chunks and break it up with smaller ones. So these are big chunks, like even on my creation here, these chunks are a little bit too big, but I wanted to stick more to this artwork. But this is the way they do it. Like the beard is part of the face. Let me zoom in. I hope you see it like here. It's not a separate piece that sits on the face. It's actually part of the face. Okay, the model. So the beard is coming right out of like of the face. So it's not a single part which is connected to the face. But these parts here are single parts. This is again, I mark it in, let's see, in green. This is like the hair is directly on top of the head, and this is all head geometry. Okay, these pieces are separate pieces here. And this is all head geometry, like this. So this is actually the head. There is no exchangeable hairpiece on top. And the same thing I would do for the Viking. I would build it like from smaller pieces like this. And they are sticking out when you do the retopo, they are sticking out like little spikes here, there, this one here. I hope you get it. You get the idea that what's going on here, like this. Okay, so these are little spikes, and don't worry about poly count, because let's watch. Poly count for Overwatch characters. I think the poly count is pretty high. Yeah, like here, you see, I don't know if this is a original character from the game. Many people or many places you can find, of course, good references. And this one is telling like this upper body, okay? It's just the upper body without props, I mean props which are part of the body, but no guns, no pieces, I don't know. This is 22K. So for the upper body, that means for your Viking character, you can use at least I would say 60K polygons, triangles, and it's absolutely fine, I think. For the face, a little bit more than for the body, like here. So it's nice and smooth. And yeah, this is the way they built actually the character and the hair. The hair here as well, it's like one piece on top of the hair, on top of the head. And there are these spikes coming out. I mean, modeled from this top hair piece. But this one is not part of the actual head. It's a single piece you're putting on, or they put on the model. So different techniques. Actually, it doesn't really matter which one you use. Most important thing is that it looks good and professional. This is the most important things for creating your portfolio actually. You're welcome. So I really want to see this Viking character to come alive. So we will create together. I will like I'm not doing it myself. I'm always telling my students to do it on their own, and I give like guidance. So I really, and actually this is worth more. I wanted to talk about tutorials, and I was like recording a video, but I can give you a short answer here actually. Creating your portfolio from tutorials is actually, I think it's not a good idea. And this is what I want to do with my students, is to stick more to their skill set. What I mean by this is I always tell like, you are doing this stuff, I'm showing you what to do, and you are doing this stuff. But on your own, you're discovering this stuff. I mean, low poly modeling or sculpting, whatever. You are discovering this on your own, and this learning experience is actually more worth it than just doing like tutorials, like where a person tells you click here, click there, click there. It's not worth it, because like my approach, I like to teach this way, is to teach you how to do it on your own. I hope this makes sense, how I told you. Maybe I make a full video about this topic, but I'm not a fan of creating a tutorial, creating a portfolio from tutorials, because these are not showing your true skill set, because you are just repeating clicks, and this is not my style to teach. Yeah, because like I said, I'm not interested in I mean, I am interested in you getting into the into this job actually. So please please see it as a plus of my teaching. I mean, I told it already that patron was telling me that he is missing click-by-click tutorials. He needs it, but actually this is not a good learning experience. I learned a different, I mean, when I was learning 3D, I was learning like myself. I was in art school, but our teachers were always like guiding, more guiding, less teaching. Okay, and we were learning more or less on our own, and the teachers were like just guiding us towards a direction. Wing Fox teaches this way. Uh, there is always this with their courses. Wing Fox. Yeah, maybe there are many schools teaching like this. Wing Fox. So they have tutorials here, right? Yeah, check them out. So you're welcome to check out other teachers. Of course, I learned from Gnomon a lot. I don't know if they have Gnomon, if they are still um, like actively creating tutorials. I think yes. So Gnomon workshops are very good as well. Yeah, pretty cool stuff actually here. And I think, let me see, on ArtStation as well. Uh, yeah, you have a lot of tutorials here as well on ArtStation. So yeah, check them out. Uh, of course they can like these are many creators, and I cannot cover everything, every single like question and this stuff because I'm alone. I'm alone teaching. That's why, of course, you can check out some of these tutorials as well. And yeah, the most important thing is that you are not just creating a tutorial piece and post it as your portfolio piece. This is the most important thing. When you do a tutorial, try to do it like your own piece. Mm, yeah. Um, good sentence actually. The struggle honestly helps you learn. Yes, the more you struggle with a piece, the more you learn actually. When you are creating pieces like it's going like easy, then you make no progress in learning. So do always stuff like which is challenging for you, but not too much. Always just a little bit. I always try to get artworks here for my streams and this learning process for me. I always try to get pieces which I can create, but are a little bit challenging for me as well, like hair creation. I'm more and more into hair creation. I create more and more hair or characters with hair, because I want to get really, really good at it. Of course, this is still not finished, okay, but it's getting easier for me to create hair, especially stylist hair, and I always watch for characters where there is something interesting and I can create it, but it's a little bit challenging. So do not do stuff which is too challenging. I mean, as a beginner, it's no shame to create a Pokemon and easy stuff first to learn. Okay, should we? I think this is it for this episode. So thank you very much for participating. Thank you very much for your input. Because, yeah, like I said, I need some input to talk about something, and sometimes I'm missing, yeah, input. So I always have some themes to talk about. And thank you very much for participating in this discussion. Thank you very much for being here. And yeah, I hope to see you next time on Thursday. And I hope you watch my videos as well, like these on my channel, these live videos. Please watch them. Please, you always can share your thoughts about it. And yeah, I hope to see you next time. Thank you all, and have a nice one. And